So then, who doesn't like a life hack? Well, we all do. When we're in this environment, anything or everything can help. That's extra to what we already know. So, what am I talking about? What am I waffling on about? I'll show you. The humble Coke can, alright? I mean, if you've seen some of my previous videos, you will have seen that I started a fire with a Coke can. And a can, doesn't have to be a Coke can, but a can, an aluminium can have so many uses. Example 1, the fire. Example 2, we can collect water and boil it. Number 3, we can chop it and make a little stove. Okay, you need 2 cans for that, but you could make a primitive stove, put some little spirits in there in the bottom. Okay, so that's a couple, and one more that is really good is going to be the ring pull, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that. And so when you're out and about and you see a Coke can or any can laying around, pick it up. Has it got a use? Yes, no. If it hasn't, then we don't got to pick it up, but if it has, and we know that, it's going to come in real handy. Right, so let's get on with it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, and hopefully the sound's a little bit better on this one. I've got a different mic today. It is windy today, and I'm interested to see if we get any buffeting noise. If you hear any, or you don't like the sound of the mic, say, just leave a comment down below. Or if you've got any life hacks, leave a comment below. Let's share this knowledge. Let's not keep it to ourselves. Okay, so the life hack, should we call it that I'm going to show you how to use. We're going to use the ring pull for our cord adjuster. So when we pull our cord out and we tie it out, that we can use this instead of a knot. So this becomes really handy if you're in a tent and the little toggle breaks, you know, the little plastic thing, or they could be metal. If it breaks, you lose it, or like in my case here, I've got a tarp, I need to tie the end off. I can use knots, but sometimes my hands are cold, like today it's really cold, and having a slidey toggle thing will make a lot of difference. And so what we're going to do then is just going to break this off. Okay, we're going to keep the can, we're going to use it to something else. I'm just going to chuck it down there. So we're left with this, the ring pull. Is that in focus or out of focus? Not quite tell. Anyway, so what we could do, we could use that straight off the cuff, right? But what I like to do is where we've broken it off the can, I'd like to file this edge here because it's a bit sharp. So you can use a rough stone if you can find one, like a little sandstone. Hang on a minute, where's my, here we go. Or if you're like me, you carry a Gerber or a Leatherman round with you. Again, shut that down there. And on this here, luckily with mine, it comes with this little file. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just clean those little edges up there. Just take those rough edges off. I mean, it's good if you've got a bit of sandpaper, that'll do the same. It hasn't got to be, you know, spot on, but it just takes the rough edges off. We don't want to sort of cut up our rope, do we? Okay, that's good enough. So we've got our little ring pull, nice and tidy. And then now I'll show you how we apply that. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do, okay, is we want to thread our line that's coming off our tarp, which is this end here. Obviously we're going to go from this corner. Okay, I've put a stick on mine ready, you'll see why in a minute. So what we want to do then is we want to get our ring pull. Right, I'm going to put the bit that we actually hold onto the can, a nice smoothie bit, the bit that I didn't file off. I'm going to put that through that hole and then back down through that hole. Okay, I'm going to pull that, and then I'm going to come back like so, and I'm going to tie off on the bit there that we actually cleaned up. So I'm just going to tie a knot Let's excuse me, my hands are really cold today. So I'm just going to tie this off like so. Okay, and then we got this loop. And what we got now, as you can see, we've got this toggle system. Yeah, so it just slides up and down there, look, as you can see. See it? Yeah. Right, and I'll show you. So we should be able to see now that, as you can see, it slides up the rope quite well, and it actually bites quite well too. The only thing I would say, if I've got to recommend anything, is make sure you've got this knot here on quite well. I mean, again, as like my previous video when I did my little toggle system, this is a slippery type of paracord, but I just prefer to use it, and it's the only stuff I've got. But this here, as you can see, is locked in quite well, and that is not going anywhere. That really is quite impressive. And as you can see, if I just sort of ping it around, it doesn't come undone, and it's easy because you just slide it down there. Okay, I just pull that, and it just locks up on itself, obviously with the tension of the rope, and you know, I'm quite happy with that. So in comparison, this is the knot that I normally do. It's just a slider knot, okay? And like today when my hands are really cold, okay, this here, because you've got to tie it, your hands are cold. We all know that knots are really hard when our hands are cold, and having that Coke ring over there, you haven't got to worry about all these fancy knots. You can just do the knot to attach it, and away you go. It really does work quite well. Okay, so that's it. That's all there is to it. A nice little life hack from a Coke can. Again, you know, it's about thinking out the box. What can we use this for? Okay, the Coke can is our friend if we see one laying around. Okay, it could be a beer can, it could be a Coke can, it could be a Pepsi can, it could be any can. Okay, so try and take something and think about what can I use it for. Okay, and this is sort of demonstrates that we can use other stuff for our bushcraft. Okay, so be sensible. Okay, this won't take a lot of weight. This is just a little toggle. Okay, so we probably will have to adjust it if the wing gets up, but it is sticking quite hard. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. So that reminds me, I was looking at my analytics on my YouTube channel, and it is saying that 97% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Now, unsubscribers, please subscribe. It really will make this channel grow. I've got loads of more little life hacks like this I want to share, but I want to share it with more people. So, thumbs up, like, subscribe. I'm out of here. Adios amigos.